Hey guys, Billy Jenkins here with Silver Creek Doodles. So in today's video, we have EmmaXMitchell's litter of mini to medium Australian Labradoodles, and we want to show them off. So we have this YouTube channel, if you've not seen us before, to show you guys what we're doing, handling puppies, how they age. So we try to post videos over all of our platforms almost every day or every other day, but we try to get on here once a week and do a long video. Well, I'm not gonna say long video, but kind of in depth of showing them off in front of the camera and just kind of letting you see them. So this litter is not fully reserved. We actually don't have anybody on this litter right now. We are just very excited. So last time she had a singleton, so we didn't really get this litter fully booked because we just didn't know, but she did have 6 gorgeous puppies, 3 males and 3 females. So let me go ahead and grab the first one. We start in order of when they were born, and the first 3 were females and the last 3 were males. Let's go ahead and start with Miss Pink. So here's our precious girl, Miss Pink. And I know most of my buyers come to me almost in all of my breeds, from the Golden Doodles to Labradoodles, and sometimes even the Aussie Doodles, and definitely the Bernie Doodles, to have the thick tuxedo markings. But is this not gorgeous? And in my last video, I'm gonna be looking behind me because I've got 2 dogs boarding that are right here. And Olivia, she's panting. So, and then Ollie, if you hear any type of jumping on this fence, he's wanting to get to me. So I don't want them in the mama's area, like in our puppy room and stuff. So I have them in here. They're boarding until the end of this weekend. So if you hear panting or crying or whining or collars or anything like that, just don't mind it. But Miss Pink has all 4 feet. She has the top of the nose, the top of the head, the chin, that chest. Gorgeous color. She also has tip of the tail. So we have been doing our handling, the early neurological stimulation, and then the early scent introduction. Everybody's been doing really well. So I'm just gonna show, like, putting them on their back so you can see kind of how we get them to relax. I'm not gonna do all the holding upside down and stuff like that. So the video is not too long. And we did go ahead and do their nails. We did their pictures last night. Oh my goodness. So we're just showing them off. But like I said earlier, every one of these puppies are actually still available. So it's a litter of 6, 3 boys and 3 girls. We have a rainbow of colors. They're all different. There's different coat types, colors. I'm thinking, as far as I can tell right now, everybody has a black nose, but we need a little bit longer to see for the party puppies. All right, let's go grab Miss Purple. So here is Miss Purple, and I think she is stunning. So I don't know yet her nose color, but we've got red in that ear. We've got this eye covered, that eye covered, red in that ear some, and I bet some will poke out kind of to the side of that. She looks so pure. Now, all of the puppies' noses should fill in. So unless a nose is pretty pink by the time they're like 6 and 7 weeks old, they won't be that bubblegum or any pink. Usually they do fill in all the way. Isn't she so gorgeous? Now, she does have a curly coat, so she's not gonna have a wavy coat. It's gonna be more curly. You can see those ripples. Well, it's kind of hard to see on white, but you can see those ripples on her hair. So I still have not found any other red marks on her besides those spots on her face. And look at her nose. Like, she is just perfect. I love her so much. So again, we just did their nails. They're doing perfect. Look at her mouth. They really are doing just super, super fantastic. Oh, I know, Missy. But this is Miss Purple. And now we need to go get Miss Yellow. So here's Miss Yellow. So I thought all along that she was gonna have a black nose, but I don't know, it's really hard to tell. We're gonna have to give it just a little bit longer, but when I did her toenails, and I don't know if you can see, usually the toenails, if they're not clear, like they're black, but hers are brown. So does that mean that she's gonna have brown pigment? But her pigment on her pads look more dark. I don't know, we're just gonna have to give it more time to see. But isn't she so pretty? So she's also curly. You can see those ripples. But she is so dark red, my goodness. She's got that white spot on her chin to give her a little bit of a contrast. Little bit on her toe. And that little spot on the chest. But I always tell you, if it's that small, it really won't count when they're adults, because when they grow, everything kind of spreads out. So it won't really get much bigger. But she's a little girl. So I definitely think that she'll be more of the size of like Dad, or maybe even a little bit smaller. So this pairing has produced puppies smaller than the smallest parent, which Dad is a little bit right at 30, 32 pounds, give or take. All depends on how good he's eating. But, you know, like the girl that we kept from their first litter, she's 26 pounds. That's Miss Coco. And she wasn't really a small puppy, so that's kind of interesting. So I wonder, do you guys think that she has a black nose or a brown nose? Her pads do look so dark though. But it was just so weird that when I just did her nails, like, I can't get it to focus, I don't think. But like the color part of her nails are actually brown. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. But she's a gorgeous girl. I just woke her up, so it might take her a second to settle just because she's, oh, there we go. Oh, there that head went, because I'm sure she's hungry. Gonna be looking for mama. I already did all of my handling first thing this morning. I like to do it about the time that Toby leaves for work, so I do it in the morning times. I get in there and sit with the puppies and handle them and let them suck with mom and wait till they kind of get done and rub on them and try to take some videos for the families and stuff and try to post. Oh. But this is Miss Yellow. So let's go get our first boy, Mr. Blue. So next is Mr. Blue, and as you can see, I just took him off of mom, so he's definitely like, where is my milk? So in a second, once like his face calms down and he kind of settles, I want to show you his face structure, his eyebrows. Like, he is just stunning. He has the face of an Australian Labradoodle, and that's what I think makes them so beautiful and different. Oh my gosh, look at the milk. From the Golden Doodles is just those. He's a big boy, so he's definitely one that likes to eat. But I love kind of their hair and like their face. I don't know if it's like the face, not form, but just the way everything goes together for the Australian Labradoodles like Mitchell. He's just stunning. So he's got white on the back of his feet. He's got a little bit of white on his toes. We have white on top of the head, top of the nose. Oh my gosh, this is what he's wanting to do. Look at him. He's got, I don't like when puppies kind of like doing like a pacifier thing. I don't like them when they suck on your fingers. So I'm not gonna let him do that. It would pacify him, I think. It's so funny. Oh. I'm trying not to have my fingers in front of his face and his mouth because he's gonna try to suck on them. But we've got our little bit of white on our chest. That is more, so there will be some white spots as an adult, but it's not gonna be big. Sorry, Bubba. The chin, a little bit underneath the neck, but it's just like one little small line. He's so funny. It's so sad when puppies are hungry. But can you see this chunky belly? Like, he's definitely not hurting for food. Look at him trying to eat his foot. So cute. He'll stop in a minute though. But then that'll be time to put him back. Look at him. And it's funny when it comes to doing pictures too, I do know that he takes a little bit longer because he's like trying to, you know, eat down on what I have him laying on. It's like he's looking for mom. There you go, he's starting to settle down. But can you see his eyebrows, like this hair? He's like, quit touching my head. Oh my goodness. Now he is vocal too. Even when he's eating, he's just talking. And that is one thing that we see a lot with Mitchell's puppies is they do like to just be a little talkative. You know, you hug them and they grunt. All right, let's see how he'll do on his back. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so he's fine. And his head went fully back. Maybe that's the way we should do your video and flip it up. Oh my goodness. He didn't mind that a bit. And they've done great with their handling. He's just hungry. All right, let's go put you back. Now, in order of birth, we would be with Mr. Orange, but we're gonna go ahead and do Mr. Green and do Orange last. And I'll explain why when we get to him. So here's Mr. Green, our beautiful tuxedo boy. Oh, he said you just woke me up. I did just wake him up. So it's a catch-22. You wake them up and they're gonna be fussy because they're hungry, or you wake them up and they're sleepy and they're easy to handle. So we will see. He is one of him and Blue Boy both are ones that are very food motivated. They're like, of course, they're only a week old, so they're not working for it. They want to eat. They like to eat. Isn't he handsome though? Oh my goodness. So like I said in my last video, he looks frosted. Oh my gosh, when I do this, watch his body. He looks frosted, but that means that he will get dark. So I know he looks lighter now, but he will be super dark red. Now, Mitchell has had some puppies that have never faded, that have stayed dark red, but we can't test for that. So we can never say that puppies will be non-fading. But usually that happens at about a year to a year and a half old. They'll start getting their adult coat in. Big white chest, all 4 feet. Back feet have all the toes, front feet have some of the toes. Chin, all the way down the neck. He's like, are you kidding me? But he's got a gorgeous face as well. As you can see, he's got those eyebrows. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta hold on to you. But he's got those eyebrows as well. I know, darling. He said, where's mama? Don't you try to get my finger. All right, you see that little spot on his nose as well. I think it's black. All right, let's see how he'll do on his back. Oh, he does fine. Oh, there he is relaxing. That's a good boy. Of course, I'm talking to him and he can't hear me right now. If his eyes are closed, then his ears are also not open yet. They start hearing once their eyes are starting to open. You hear him purring. Oh, you tell me all about it. All right, so we've got Mr. Orange. It'll take me a minute to get him ready to get on camera, so I will be right back, but I'll video what I'm doing. So here is our gorgeous Mr. Orange. So I had to skip him because I had to do something to him. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the video right here of him when I got him to bring him up. So before we show Mr. Orange off, I've got to wash some parts of him. So that's what we get when we've got puppies, is some like to use the bathroom and then some like to slide through it. All right, so let's go ahead and get that off. All right, so you can see everything's pretty clean. So one of my things that I want to tell people just in general when they have dogs or they have, not even white dogs, just dogs in general or puppies, if I were to have put him, like his tail, directly underwater and tried to wash it, the dried pieces of poop would have made it harder to do. So you always want to take like some type of comb, like a flea comb, and take and brush all of the dry poop out first, and then go in and just kind of I just took a wet wash rag and just wiped it out, and the color came out perfect. So obviously we don't want to be bathing puppies at this age. We don't want to get them completely wet and cold. So we're just kind of spot cleaning, and Mom's doing a great job. So I'm not worried about that. But he just somehow, either that was his poo or someone else's that he kind of slid through. But Mom's keeping a pretty clean area too, but sometimes if she's out taking a nap or something, she's not gonna see everything. But isn't he so cute? I'm hoping that his nose is gonna be the light color, the liver. We're just gonna have to see. So we've got this full eye and this full ear that's red. We've got this little spot, we've got this full ear. So one thing that I do want to say is if you can see whatever color the eye is, that's gonna, well, the skin around the eye, the hair, that's gonna be what color the eyelash is. So that eyelash is gonna be red. This eyelash is gonna be white. Can you see it? So he is gonna be super, super gorgeous. For sure. And I'm just very excited to watch these babies grow, watch them open their eyes. Oh, I know. And he was sleeping. I woke him up, so he's like, "Where's Mom?" Which he's actually one of the calmest puppies in the whole litter. So. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and take the puppies back in, or I'm gonna take him back into there with Mom and the other puppies, and then take some videos of all of them together so you can see. Comment below and let me know which one is your favorite. Like I said, at this time, so what is today's date? It is the 19th, so June 19th, 2025. All of these puppies are available. But they are a week old, so we can start getting some families on the list and preparing to bring them home. Dad is 30 pounds, Mom is almost 40. So we should be right at the 30 to 40 pound mark, but they should estimate, you know, around 35 pounds. Give or take, we can have some that's a little bit smaller and some that's a little bit bigger. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching these puppies go from newborns, well, being born and newborns until they're 1 week old. And we continue to do this every week. If you're new to this channel and you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe link. Give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. But again, we thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.